Welcome back to all the crackers in the box. Hi, it's me, your friend Corey, and this is my beautiful Christmas crochet Can I Get It Done blanket in a never-ending granny square. Don't get caught on there. Please don't pull that out. I don't need a looser one. So, I know this is not my usual thing of doing the same project 2 days in a row, but I'm on a timeline here. So I'm trying my best to get this one worked up. We are just going to whip on through all these beautiful double crochets. And this is my last of my cakes to go in this, and then I can maybe finish it off with my plain black from Joann's. Well, it's Big Twist. It's actually from Mary Maxim. I'm going to clarify that. I got a good deal on Mary Maxim when I bought a giant amount of yarn. I think that's one of the most I've ever spent on yarn just for me. It wasn't even for anybody else. It was just a restock. I spent $80, if you can believe that. But to be fair, I did get 4 of them that are over 1,000 meters. I got 4 of the Cabos, which are fantastic. Then I got these ones that were 800 meters that were discontinued, but they're that beautiful silvery gray that I am absolutely in love with, so I had to have 2. I'm gonna save those for something wearable for me, or a blanket. I don't know yet. I don't know. I have all my neon colors, and I wanted to pair them with black, but I'm thinking about a few other options now. I'm going back and forth with those neons because the neons were hard to find. The neon blue was impossible to find. But I keep seeing these cute crocheted granny square skulls with neon around them in black, and I am kind of feeling those. I feel like that would make a super badass bag. Sorry, I didn't mean to say my bad words. Super bad bag and super bad jacket to go with. I don't know. I'm thinking things. Anyways, super glad you're here. Kind of feeling the Christmas panic, and I hope you aren't. So let's get crocheting. I sound like I've been drinking all this caffeine, and I've had 1 cup of coffee and maybe 3 sips of a Monster. Like, I usually drink way more caffeine than that. And yeah, I'm not tasting colors yet, so I'm doing fine. And that's just a joke. I sometimes drink Monsters because I kind of like them. I don't find them to be more... I find they're better on my stomach than having 4 cups of coffee, which I love coffee. I love the taste, I love the feel, I love the texture. But sometimes it can hurt my tummy. And I know that's for everybody. It gives you that, I gotta go to the bathroom feeling. And sometimes, some days it's even worse than other days, especially if you had a few days of coffee. I find by like day 3 or 4, it is a messy situation that is very inconvenient and very uncomfortable, so I would prefer to avoid it. So I only have certain ones that I will drink, usually no sugar. I personally really like the green tea one, which is impossible to find at the moment. That one has no carbonation. It is green tea with a couple extras, and I feel really good after I have it. It really helps when... It's called a rehab. It was basically made for people who are hungover, but I found it's really helpful for feminine time of the month, for helping to be able to function, really. Clears up brain fog quite nicely. It really helps with feeling the aches and pains and all that. Like, I'm surprised that it actually does as much as it does. and I end up feeling like I can handle some really bad days, because I get some really bad days in that situation. But that is my favorite one. But I will take the other ones that are 0 sugar, a little bit of carbonation with a gentle flavor to them. And I don't get the tummy ache. I get the caffeine I'm looking for, not the sugar high. And yeah, it's just not for everybody though. If you have heart problems, stay away from it. If you're already a nervous person, stay away from it. It can definitely make anxiety seem much worse than they are. Just like, you know, anytime you drink a lot of caffeine. But I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke. My one major addiction besides urine is actually caffeine. I love it in tea. I love it in coffee. I love it in however I can get it. Not crazy about chocolate as much as most, but it's not bad. However, I'm very careful about how many I have. My limit is 2 in a day, and it has to be like a really bad day. Like, say I'm working and I've been lined up for 4 hours straight and there hasn't been a break to catch my breath. I can get a sip here and there. Then I'm going to do 2. That'll keep me on my path without feeling overtired or cranky, and go home and just fall asleep at the table. It has happened. I get tired at night. It doesn't keep me up all night, that is for sure. When I'm tired, I'm tired. I'm going to sleep. There we go, coming up on another corner. Wow, this one's going really fast. All this chit-chatting while I crochet is helpful. And I'm really glad we get to hang out. I think I'm probably going to do my Christmas one today as well. So then I have all the videos up and running, because Christmas Day is going to be quite busy, I think. For the first part anyways. But I don't want to have that looming over something to do. I want a day where if I feel like doing something, then I can, but I don't have to. Because then I'm going to get into straight up big time cleaning. I can't get in my closet, my bedroom again. It's got way too much going on in there, and I need to sort out and get rid of a whole whack of stuff. Like, just get it gone. It's just in there, in my way, and I'm not doing anything with it. So I gotta make some space for myself. I have some long-term plans for my closet and whatnot, and I need to get to it. And I think it's time to do that. Oh my goodness, this is going so well. Like, look at that. Going along. I think I'm going to get through this one probably today, if I give it a little more time. However, I'm getting closer to my cutoff time of being able to crochet, because I do have a massive pile of presents. I swear I didn't think I had gotten this much, but I think I have. So there's a few things that I'm probably just going to have to say no to and pass on to somebody else. One of them being somebody gave us a whole bunch of Hot Wheels. I have a giant bin of Hot Wheels. I don't think I need to add to it, and I think this could go to somebody else that's going to play with them, because I think my girls are kind of good with what they have. I don't see them looking at Hot Wheels when we go to the stores. So that's one of those things I'm just like, well, that was very thoughtful, but I don't think it's going to work, so I'm going to just pass that on, and that's totally okay too. I checked with the person. They said if we could use it, cool. If not, find somebody else that could use it, and we'll definitely do that, because this is the season to share, not to hoard. And sometimes I do feel like I hoard, but I'm not. I know I'm not. A lot of the gifts I got for people were useful. I think I got my mom a nice notebook, but I also got her some fiber drink that she needs and some of the stuff she uses throughout the month, so she didn't have to try to get presents and fit these things into her budget. I'm kind of like that. I got everybody nail clippers emery boards, lotions, toothbrushes, toothpaste, just trying to make the gifts into things that are going to be useful, especially for the older people like my son and my husband. These are things that people don't want to pay for. They're appreciated as gifts because it's just such a thing that you don't think about that often. One of my sets of gifts, though, is stock in China still, so there's that. That's okay. It was mostly socks. Everybody's getting socks. Sets of socks because everybody needs socks. So I thought, you know what? We're going to buy some socks. Everybody gets a pack of socks, and that is a gift too. A gift that is very appreciated. For the girls, I got them cute little socks. Kitty socks for the younger one, and then knee-high fuzzy kitty socks for the older one because she likes her higher up socks. And that is a-okay. Those are great gifts. Those are fun. They're fuzzy. They're cute. They keep them warm. They keep them happy. And a lot of crafting stuff. Oh my goodness. So much crafting stuff. But I mean, I'm not going to complain about that. My kids love to make things. So let's draw some pictures. Let's paint some pictures. Let's do some diamond arts. Let's do our thing. My youngest wants to learn how to crochet, so I'm going to take some time after everything is all ready and set aside to sit down with her, and we're going to work on our chains. And we're going to crochet together because that's all she really wants to do is just sit and crochet with her mom. And that makes my heart so happy and sad at the same time because I really can't slow down to do that with her right now. She's in slow mode, and I still have 3 days of work to go, and they're going to be the busiest. We're going to be rocking, and I'm going to be exhausted. Christmas Day is going to be super tiring. I work 9 to 5 on Christmas Eve, and then I come home, eat something, get my kids to bed, which is going to be a real battle. And then Santa's got to come, and I got to be awake to say, hey, what's up there, buddy? Have some cookies, put these presents out, don't go through my stuff. I'm just kidding. There we go. So I tell my kids, though, I tell them all the time that, like, I wait for Santa and I give them trouble, tell them the house rules, take your boots off. No, you can't play with the kids' toys. They think it's quite funny. It's a long tradition from growing up with my stepdad. He used to tell me all the time that every year that he got into a fight with the Easter Bunny. I don't know why. It was always the Easter Bunny. He was smacked her out the Easter Bunny. So now I do it too. And then I'm thinking about it later. I'm like, thanks so much for that. Because my kids, they're just like afraid for the Easter Bunny that I'm going to go and fight him every time. I'm just like, he made a mess in my house. I had to kick him out. And he didn't want to go. It got ugly. Oh my gosh. They know I'm joking. They know. Mommy wouldn't hurt a bunny. Not a cute fuzzy bunny bringing treats. No way. But I just think it's kind of funny how we repeat things we were taught or told as kids and then suddenly realize, oh my gosh, why did I do that? One thing I've been seeing in the stores around my area, which I thought was kind of interesting, including mine, apparently Elf on the Shelf gets new outfits. You can buy him all sorts of questionable outfits. I can't even explain what some of them were. Like, one of them looked like it was like the bottom, like silver bottoms of cupcakes, you know, the liners. It looked like he was wearing a whole pile of those. It was weird. But I was like, really? Now that guy gets extra outfits? Like, his one outfit isn't enough? I'm not a big Elf on the Shelf fan. I just don't have the energy or time to go through all that. And seeing what some other people have done, I'm not even going to put my hat in the ring because I'm not going through that. Because every mess that he makes, you got to clean up. So you got to make the mess and clean it up. No. I'm already stretched really thin throughout Christmas season every year. And that's where I draw my line. I'll do Santa. I'll do all the rest. We'll make cookies. We'll put up lights. We'll put up everything. But I'm just not into the whole idea of some little elf going around making messes to get my kids in trouble. Joking? No way. or that he's watching them all the time. That seems a little scary. And my husband's afraid of dolls for that reason. He has watched too many movies, too young, of dolls coming to life and hurting people and scaring them, like Chucky. That's why I got him Chucky socks for Christmas. Haha, that's gonna be funny. But just can't be doing that. So yeah, soaps, lotions, emery boards, toothbrushes, all that good stuff. Those are the kind of things that I think people need for Christmas. Laundry soap. Oh my gosh, if somebody bought me a big thing of laundry soap, I would be so excited. I could go a couple months without buying laundry soap. I could put money towards something else that I want around the house or need to pay off. Like, these are the things I'm thinking of that will probably help so much more than getting someone another cup or a travel mug that they already have 14 of. It just, the over-consumerism on some things are just ridiculous, where other things are just totally overlooked. Get your friends some socks, please. You wouldn't believe how grateful people are. I know when I get socks as gifts, every time I put on a pair of them, I smile, knowing that someone loved me enough to buy me some socks. I know, seems ridiculous, but it really does actually make a difference. My kids actually asked for socks. They were like, yes, we want some socks. We want some cute clothes. But we want more socks, because where some of our socks didn't make it, or we're finding that we don't make it through the week with what we got, we just need more socks. And that is one of those gifts that, really doesn't go wrong. Laundry soap, body soap. If you know what that person uses, go buy them a whole set. Make it into a basket with a couple treats, and for like 20-25 bucks, that person is totally covered, and they have a very thoughtful, very useful gift that is going to make them happy. As a Secret Santa, I gave her Epsom salts and a few facial masks and her favorite chocolates. And she was so happy. She was so pleased. She was just like, this is a great gift, because I never think to pamper myself. I never think to buy this for myself to make me feel good. And that's what we want to do. The whole idea of giving a gift to somebody is to make them feel special and loved, and sometimes even just a card works, because that person thought of you, took that time to write that card, put it in the mail, and send it to you. I don't know. I think I'm just a little simple on some of those ideas, where I just don't feel comfortable giving stuff that you can't use, or adding more junk to your pile. Like my mother-in-law and my mother both say they don't want gifts. And the only thing I could think of that they could want is things that they would definitely be using. So I know my mom needs this stuff, and she's going to end up needing to replace it soon enough to get more to keep on going. And that just means I save her a few bucks, one less time she has to get it this year. So I think that's a pretty good way of putting it. And my kids, I'm just replacing markers, papers, and some of their other art supplies, but they're not getting a lot of toys because they don't want to get rid of any of their toys. We're at maximum capacity at this point. I don't really have room to take on a lot. And here we are. So, thank you for joining me here at All the Crackers in the Box. And I will see you again very soon. Bye.